Day 23. Prime Minister Netanyahu, Defence Minister Yoav Gallant and War Cabinet member Benny Gantz addressed the nation last night, promising that the IDF would bring an end to Hamas's presence in Gaza and bring home the hostages in captivity there. Netanyahu stressed that Israel's war was not just for the security of her citizens, but as a benefit to the entire world. It is a battle to uphold Western civilization. It was the first time that the Prime Minister had taken questions from reporters since the October 7th attack. Most of the questions focused on his responsibility for the security and intelligence failures that led to the invasion by Hamas and the massacre of civilians. Late last night, Netanyahu wrote a post insisting that he had not received any warning of Hamas's war intentions at any stage, adding all the security services, including the head of military intelligence and the head of the Shin Bet, were of the opinion that Hamas was deterred and wanted to come to a settlement. After pressure from critics and colleagues, including Benny Gantz, he deleted the post and replaced it with an apology that he might have appeared to blame the security establishment for the tragedy of October 7th. Rocket sirens continued to sound steadily throughout the day in a number of communities close to the border with the Gaza Strip. Most of these communities have been evacuated. IDF ground forces are continuing to operate in the northern part of the Gaza Strip, killing Hamas gunmen and destroying their sites and infrastructures. Troops killed a number of Hamas gunmen identified on the beach in Gaza near the Israeli community of Zikim today. The Air Force continued to carry out strikes against buildings used by Hamas. Rocket alert sirens sounded in towns and cities in central Israel, including Tel Aviv, Herzliya, Ra'anana, Holon and Hod HaSharon, sending between 1.5 and 2 million people running for shelter. Fragments of intercepted rockets fell across central Israel. One fragment fell in a schoolyard in Ramat HaSharon. All the students were inside and in shelters at the time. Pieces also fell in Rishon LeZion. There were a number of attacks in the north too, including on Shlomi. Alerts were activated in Tubazangria, Rosh Pinah, Ayelet HaShachar, Hatzor HaGlilit, and other towns. Rockets were fired at Kiryat Shmone, where a house was destroyed by fire, possibly by a direct rocket hit. Most of the town's residents have been evacuated. The IDF has responded. Interior Minister Moshe Arbel is looking into removing the citizenship of prominent Arab-Israeli actor Mesa Abda El-Hadi. She was indicted for supporting Hamas after sharing images on Instagram of Yafa Adar, 85, being taken hostage by Hamas on October 7th, along with laughing emojis. She also shared an image of Hamas forces breaching Israel's security border with a caption reading, "Let's go, Berlin style." This is Peter Jones-Pellach reporting for NCJWA Australia.